feel like they should be getting better at bell curves at this point, and yet here we are. All right, here in the middle, that is 9,126, less than 9,400. Like what, here maybe? And less than is over here. The reason why I always draw a picture is because just looking at the problem, I wasn't paying attention, but now I know my answer's probably going to be more than at least 70%. Okay. X minus mu over sigma, but not sigma divided by the square root of n. So 9,400 minus 9,126 divided by 1,500 divided by the square root of 9. It's a lot easier to listen to our nonsense, isn't it, Carter, when you're in person than when you're watching a video?
Yeah. Well, in the videos, you can't hear you in the background, because that's you.
So you just hear my responses?
Yeah, you hear like people talking, but you don't understand anything.
I got 0.55. Did you guys get the same thing? So, does that mean the answer is 55%?
No.
Yeah.
No, because that is a z-score. That's a z-score. Okay, so we're looking to the left of 0.55. I got 0.7088. Okay, that's pretty awesome because I did not do this math ahead of time. Didn't I say about 70%? Killing it over here. What'd I say?
You said above 70%.
That is above that.
Woo!
It is.
Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and not act like I'm super cool. Can you imagine saying that in front of anybody else? I'm super cool. How come? Because I guessed the right answer on a normal distribution problem with the means of the means and the central limit theorem. So cool. I'll tell you what, that is something cool if you're trying to make a whole bunch of money in the future and not be a teacher. Don't be a teacher if you want to make a bunch of money. But every other occupation that uses a SMAB makes a lot of money. So, all right. Average credit card debt carried by undergraduates is normally distributed with an average of $3,173 and a standard deviation of, yikes.
Wow.
Yeah. This is a mean of wow and a standard deviation of yikes. What's the probability that a randomly selected undergraduate who is a credit card holder has a credit card balance of less than $2,700? I put this question in for Tegan because Tegan asked me earlier, how would I know the difference between a central limit theorem and what would it look like if it was a regular question? So these are two of them that are exactly different, okay? Look, what's the probability that a randomly selected undergraduate has a credit card balance less than this? This is just a normal x minus mu over sigma question. Don't do it yet. Look down. You select 25 undergraduates. What's the probability that their mean credit card balance is less than $2,700? Do you see the difference between the two questions? This one's talking about selecting a whole bunch of them, a mean credit card balance. Also notice that it says that there's 25 here. It gives you an n. The other one doesn't even give that. So this one we're using x minus mu over sigma, and this one we're using x minus mu divided by sigma divided by the square root of n. That one's all business and sad.
It's almost too good.
I always wonder when you're taking the AP test, I always wonder how many of you in your head are going, It's not even a good song. It is a good song? Pretty dang catchy? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm insulting you. Let's get upset now. I'm insulted and astonished. I'm a teenager. Or you could be like my 6-year-old son who insists on moving to the other side of the car and then gets angry that everybody else is angry that he's being difficult. I'm going to do both of these problems up here. When you're done, you can look up and see if you got it right.
Is
Someone weren't you were younger sibling also?
Oh, sure was. Kind of. My brother's 14 years older than me, so he left for college when I was 4. So I would really say I was a very annoying 0 to 4-year-old and then an only child. For a fancy pen or a whiteout.
I need one.
Okay, and I'm gonna give you time to think. Haven't even asked the question, Tegan.
I
She's
need a
in.
pen, though.
Okay? Why does it make sense that if I said I've got all of these kids who are undergraduates, what are the chances that one person has a credit card balance less than 2,700 is 33% or 34%? But then if I select 25 of them and I take the average, what are the chances that the average is less than 2,700? Why is it so much less for this one compared to that one? Hands up. Why is the second answer so much less? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ryan.
Okay, that's me. Let's go to so much less because this could like a lot of those are it's a mix of numbers instead of just like a single number.
Right.
Yeah.
So one person, what are the chances that one person's credit card debt is less than 2,700? Pretty good. But if I took a whole bunch of people and added them together and divided by the total, the chances that their average would be less than that, it's pretty low, right? What are the chances that I'd pick somebody randomly who has a low credit card debt? 34%. What are the chances that if I averaged everybody that I would have gotten 10 people or 25 people that all have low credit card debt? Unlikely. Nice job. All right, assignments on the bottom. That was one of the hardest lessons to understand all year.
Perfect.
I can get white out at the store. The pens are the ones that